Hi, my name is Michelle Yankovich, and I will be discussing the Presbyterian Hospital Dallas case study with you today. Now, to start, the first three topics that we have to address that are a main concern are staff morale, safety and work conditions, and the reputation of the hospital. Now, before we can address either staff morale or the reputation, Maslow's hierarchy of needs suggests that we have to talk about safety and work conditions first. The problem here is that because of the recent conditions with the Ebola outbreak and the two nurses that were infected, as well as Mr. Duncan, the patients don't feel safe, and the nurses are saying that they feel that they weren't prepared enough for the situation at hand. Now, in order to resolve this issue, I suggest that you post the CDC precautions all over the hospital. Now, these precautions include having isolated rooms for the patients, having isolated bathrooms, and needles for them, making sure you keep a log of all the patients that exit and enter the room, and trying to limit the use of needles and AGPs. Now, this way, both the patients will feel more comfortable that the hospital knows what they are doing, and the nurses will feel more prepared in case anything ever comes up. The second issue at hand is staff morale. And since the days of Hawthorne studies in the 1950s, it's been said that a happy worker is a productive worker. Now, in order to ensure this, I suggest sending out JDIs, Job Descriptive Index surveys, as well as general surveys that allow employees to talk about certain issues or general comments that they have. We can mail these surveys out to the employees' houses, so therefore that ensures anonymity, and it allows them to talk freely and openly about anything they think is going wrong. Now, after we get these surveys back, we can look through them and start implementing the changes that the employees suggested. Afterwards, 6 months later, we can send out another JDI assessing how the employees are feeling now. And that way we can see that if the changes that we made are actually working and increasing staff morale. The third issue at hand is the reputation of the hospital. Now, to solve this, you have to reach a large number of people as soon as possible. So I suggest doing a press conference and a new ad campaign. In the press conference, the leaders need to take full responsibility of the mistakes that were made. They need to tell the people that they're working on improvements in the hospital, such as the new CDC precautions, and they need to inform the people of these precautions, tell them about the website, and tell them about what can be done in order to keep themselves safe. It'll show that you're committed to their health and well-being and that you actually want to try harder. Now, the new ad campaign is a way to make sure these statements are heard further. You can talk about the past achievements that you made, the future goals that you have. This way they'll be reminded of why they wanted to support you so much in the first place, and why they should stay with you. Now, my interest in industrial organizational psychology centers on the study of the workplace and specifically recruitment and assessment. This sample case study showed me that it's so important to find people that are right for their position. For example, somebody in the leadership position needs to be able to handle crisis and at the same time keep their employees calm and confident and be able to communicate with the public. Of course, doctors and nurses have to be trained medically, but they also have to be trained to handle emergencies. So my career goals are to be able to work for a company that allows me to acquire and assess these people and place them in the right position so that if a hospital or if any place has another case like this where something goes wrong, the leaders are able to assess the situation and be a leader and help everybody stay calm and know what to do. Thank you for your consideration, and I hope to hear from you soon.